my friend, and welcome to Lesson 4. We've already started the process a little bit, and now we're really going to jump in. Lesson 4 is filling up. Not filling up like feeling up, but filling up. And this is really, really, really key. So often we have a tendency to release, to let go. People are saying it all the time. I'm just letting that go. I'm just going to release that. I'm just letting it go. And that's great. Actually, we want to do that, right? We want to let go of the patterns. We want to release the pain. We want to move that stuff out. For sure. I'm 100% with you. The challenge or the problem, the thing that most people forget, is that they don't do something to fill that space back up. So I talked a little bit about that in Lesson 3. But now this is about filling up in all areas of your life at any given time, not just when you're taking your energy back, but more importantly, on a daily basis. So we have an experience and somebody's kind of a jerk to us and we go, okay, I just got to let that go. But if it was sitting there somewhere in your body and you let it go, great. And you're very strong and intentional and I'm letting it go. However, that space where that energy was living, it needs to have a replacement. If we don't replace the lower vibrational energies, the negative energy, if we don't replace it with something of a higher vibrational energy, guess what? What do you think? It'll take on the same energy it knows. It will automatically attract the same vibration it's used to. So that's why we have these patterns, right, that happen over and over and over again, and you keep going, well, why do I keep doing this? We've already talked about that, right? So one of the reasons is because we haven't filled up. We haven't filled that void with a higher vibrational energy. It sounds simple, doesn't it? It like totally makes sense, yet so often, like even a lot of my students and clients that go to therapists and things like that, they talk, they do a lot of dumping, but they don't do something to replace that energy. We want to replenish ourselves with something of light, with something of harmony. We've got to create the space to fill ourselves back up. And hear my words. Fill ourselves back up. Not look to someone else to fill you up, but fill yourself back up. I love using different kinds of tools. That's one of the reasons why I create so many products, because I think tools give us a physical thing to touch and to feel and to take action with. So that's why I write books, that's why I create card decks and CDs and jewelry and all kinds of things. To remind us and to shift the vibration. So I want to share with you a card deck that I have, and they're actually called Fill Me Up. And what I want to do is I want you to take a moment right now to think about an area of your life that has been out of harmony, that maybe you've been really stuck in, worried about, fear-based with, or felt disconnected or frustrated, and you just seem to not be able to break the cycle. And what I want you to imagine now is I want you to imagine that energy, whatever that energy is, I want you to imagine that you're handing it to this beautiful angel in front of you. You're literally just handing your worry over. You're handing your fear over. And you're saying, I'm ready to release this. It's not mine any longer. I'm aware there's nothing I can do. So I want you to imagine yourself handing that energy over. Now you might see it in words, you might see it in an image, you might see it in just a heavier or dense light source energy, but whatever way shows up for you, imagine and intend you handing it over. Now when you hand it over, there's going to be that void, right? Talked a little bit about this earlier. There's that void. Now we've got to replace that void. And we want to do something that's going to fill that space up from a light and love place. That's what these cards do. So the thing that I love about the cards is it gives you a bunch of ideas, because sometimes we're so in it that we don't even know what we want to do to fill ourselves up. So I'm going to give you one. All right? I'm actually going to give you 3 options. So I want you right now intuitively to pick number 1, 2, or 3. Okay? Intuitively, whichever one comes to you, 1, 2, or 3. And I'm going to pick 3 cards, and whichever one you get, that's the action I want you to take. Okay? That's the action I want you to take to fill yourself up today. Like today, right after you watch this. All right? So 1, 2, or 3. Okay. If you got number 1, I love this one. If you got number 1, look in the mirror and say, I love you. Today, I'm going to fill my mind, body, and spirit by looking in the mirror into my own eyes and say, I love you. I'm going to say this to myself, looking into my own eyes, at least 25 times, or until I can feel the message of love fill me up. Okay? Number 1, look in the mirror and say, I love you. All right, my number 2s. Number 2, this one's great. You can do this right here in the Elevate Your Life community. Number 2, connect with someone that is positive. Perfect. Connect with someone that's positive. Today, I'm going to fill my mind, body, and spirit with positive energy by connecting with someone that is a good, positive influence for me. I will reach out to someone and make that connection so that that energy can fill me up. Great, that's number 2. So if you got number 2, that's your homework today. All right, and number 3. Play music or a musical instrument. Today, I am going to fill my mind, body, and spirit by playing music or a musical instrument. It doesn't matter if you're good at playing a musical instrument, if you have one. It doesn't matter what type of music you choose, just that you choose to step in to the energy of vibration through music. I might even use pots and pans if I need to create a drum beat, to change the vibration, and to fill me up. That's number 3, my friends. So, you're either going to look into your eyes and say, I love you. You're going to connect with someone that's positive, or you are going to play some music or listen to some music to fill yourself up. I can't tell you how important it is to really remember that you've got to replace the energy. I see it happen so often, and we do such good work releasing and letting go, and we forget to fill up. So then it's just same shit, different day. This, my friends, filling up, that's the key.